Hello and good morning, fellow Martians. It's Sol 2 on the wonderful surface of Mars, and it's 07:23. We have just woken up. We are well fed. We are a little less well hydrated, although I've once again forgotten my water tank at the well, so we'll need to pick those up. So let's actually put our helmet and get ready for inspection. First things, I will want to be inspecting the plants and seeing how they are doing, because since we failed to build a battery in the previous episode, which means we don't have any power overnight, and that makes things very precarious for our loving plants, because, well, they don't have power, which means they don't have water, they don't have sunlight. So they will of course survive. They're a little bit, withering, but potato is a robust plant. I mean, after all, it can grow in Sweden, so I guess it's a pretty robust plant. So if it can grow in Sweden, I think it should be able to grow on Mars. No, I'm just kidding. But, here we actually love our potatoes. Anyway, so, with that being said, we have 80%, or 16 kilowatts going into the shelter, and I have just set that basically 2 kilowatts is going into our ATV to be charged, because I wanted to charge a little bit because I plan to go exploring. Yeah, let's see, how does it look? So if I enter it, it's charging at 74%. Good. So now we're gonna make a nice walk over to the well, but first let's check on our plants. How are they looking? They have been exposed to mediocre amounts of water and sunlight, or sunlight, artificial, if you're gonna call this thing sunlight. It's a UV light. Yeah, they don't really look great. They are kind of brownish, and you know what they say for a brown plant? Well, you want a brown potato, but not the brown plant of the potato. Anyway, so with that thing being said, I think we have another thing that we could be building in our hab, and that is, where is it, main hab HQ? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's a small shelf, and that's actually for the second stage of the plant growth. So the incubator will only get you so far. It will produce the seedlings, but once you stick those potatoes in this hole, you will get a chance for them to grow fully, after which we will be able to, do some potatoes and maybe, mashed potatoes and who knows what. Maybe even, jacketed potatoes, cooked potatoes, million types of potatoes. So, right now, that has been settled. We need one more small circuit board for the ability to grow the battery. And I would really like to find some bigger, solar panel thingy. Yeah, okay, first let's actually get our suit recharged by sticking our fingers into the socket. Yeah, sorry, this cracks me up every time. Okay, so yeah, that thing is full, and now we should go with the hydration. I'm just actually monitoring, trying to find my water bottle, which apparently isn't there. So, okay, stick it in, son. There we go. And now let's go run all the way to the well and collect our water bottle. And I'm thinking I've heard somewhere on the forums that they said that maybe things could spawn in those bases eventually. So I'm gonna go for another pass at the base, because I'm missing one small circuit board, and it would be really highly beneficial that we get this small circuit board, because then we could build the batteries and everything would be hunky-dory. We would get some power, batteries would get charged, and our plants wouldn't need to, wither and die, and so wouldn't we. So, okay, water bottle. Now let's swap and get the half-empty bottle, or half-full. Well, I'm kind of half-full kind of guy, so that I prefer to have it half-full. So now let's fill the other half. So now it's fully full. Or full? I don't know how you call it. Anyway, with the full bottle in our hands, we can actually go now to this derelict base, and let's see, is there anything we have missed and anything that we could additionally scrape to advance our knowledge of how things work, because what better way you can have of figuring out how things work than to tear them apart? Well, yeah. Kind of reminds me of my grandpa. He used to disassemble the clock, the watch that you put on your hand. He would reassemble it, the watch would work, but you would have like 5 cogwheels extra. Where do they come from? No idea. But the watch still works. Imagine that. Anyway, so let's scrap these boxes and let's see if there are any extra cogwheels here we could use. Oh no, but we got some small plate, processed food. Processed food we got inside? Okay, cool. Okay, aluminum plate, steel plate, why not? Oh, now I get it. We are getting the summary of what we've gotten. Okay, well that's nice. So let's scrape again this box, and then we're just gonna go inside and quickly check if there is something that we've missed. Okay, care to scrape this? Yeah, okay, thank you. Now let's go inside and let's see, is there anything that we might have missed on our first pass? Because every time I come here I'm super stressed that I go very quickly through the things and I get even faster out. Because, well, no, the day in time is going and, you know, there's only a finite amount of hours per day. So actually I'm gonna scrap this thing. This being the shelf that is currently used to store all of these boxes. And then we have all the boxes below. I might as well scrap the boxes because we're gonna get some materials. And this actually, guys, is a good tip on how to get early materials for building and some experience without you needing to 3D print everything. So I think that's the main purpose why this base is actually here. So, you know, you can get some scrap material, some experience, and level up your scrapping skills, I guess. Alright. It's kind of funny, for a researcher who has just landed on Mars, you have to be really good at engineering in terms of tearing things down. Okay, actually, let's go first up and let's check, is there anything above that we might have accidentally missed? Now, here we have some... No, doesn't look like it. Of course, we will scrap all of these things later, I mean, using the scraper. Oh, wait, there's something down. By the way, this, when you press Z, you get a highlighted outline if there is something that you can interact with or pick up. And I think when I pressed it, I got something here. So let's see. Oh, there's something in the airlock. A small circuit board. You don't say. It's just what I need to build a battery. Beautiful. Right. So imagine you come across the derelict base and then in the airlock you find a small circuit board. What are the odds? Right. Alright, so let's see. Now we want to go back to our base, and of course, with the fact that... Oh, additional food. Alright, I might live to fight another day. Great. Now, the preferred method of propelling yourself around Mars is by your own foot and, you know, size 45s, and just basically 2 of them. Just run them, and yeah, it's good apparently for your glutes and training and everything and stamina. So they tell me. I have no idea why then you get super panty at the end and you're like, you feel like you have left your spleen somewhere mid travel. Anyway, let's see. Right, so we have built a battery. Now, good. We are gonna disconnect this cable that's going to our loving plants. Good. Yeah, we're gonna take it away and we're gonna go through the battery. So we have the cable, connect the plug, and that one, oh, we have already a cable plug for the battery. My mistake, sorry guys. I'm gonna pick up that cable and let's take this guy and we stick it into the battery. Yeah, good. So now let's see, from the battery we shall be connecting this guy. We'll be connecting this guy. So cool. So now we are also charging the battery while at the same time we are providing the power. So the power in, power out, we need to just go to the transformer and determine how much of the power we want to give to the battery. So now with the battery being set, I want to, we first need to reset this guy. This guy you're getting actually 0. Then 90% is going to the battery, and that's 18 kilowatts. If I remember correctly, the output requires only 16 kilowatts, so if I pull out 16 kilowatts here, let's see, power in, power out, 18 in, 18 out. I guess that won't be possible for the starters, but maybe. How is our quad being charged? It was 73%, now it's 83%. Okay, it's getting there. Too slowly for my taste though. But yeah, so after fulfilling with the battery, I have decided I should probably go exploring. It's 2 o'clock and we have to the east of our base, we have this mega construction. So I'm gonna track it down with the red icon so I know that it's there, and then we're gonna be sitting on our ATV and let's get over there. I mean, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, meaning we got probably 4 to 5 hours of sunlight and we have enough reserves of everything. So 600 meters isn't too far of a day trip. And besides, driving this ATV is always fun. Seriously, I actually love driving the quads and ATVs, even in real life. When I get a chance, I love to sit on top of them and just, you know, go out in the nature. That's just amazing. There are fun little vehicles to try out. So I can imagine, I mean, Mars has similar gravity. This landscape is actually perfect for drifting. So, yeah. I think it's a good call of devs to add the ATV here. Until we get something more elaborate and complex. Okay, so... Oh, no turning over, please. Just drifting. So we're 350 meters away, and... Okay, so there are a lot of rocks. That will be handy when we'll have a bigger rover or something. If, in case we ran out of rocks, we know where to go to mine and find them. And there appears to be another derelict base. So let's go and see. And there's another one behind it. Oh, hello. You don't say. So the reason why I'm going and visiting those bases, because I want to find pieces of metal to scrap, advance my knowledge, and also find these circuit boards, because apparently those small circuit boards are really needed, and you need them to construct this electronic stuff, and they can actually gate your progress early on. Or so I have been told. So with that thing mentioned, we are here, and let's go check out what do we have here. So upon pressing Z, you get a lot of these items highlighted, and they're just plugs, they're just interactables, they are not the things that you should be picking up. So no, here you don't have any additional small circuit boards. I mean, for example, I would expect to find small circuit board here and not immediately on the floor, but there is food on the floor, so might as well take it. So, having said that, I think I saw... Oh, yeah, there's something in this box. Let's see, what do we have? Is it food? Is it the circuit board? It's solid rocket fuel. I mean, just what you want. After a nice day of hike, you want to come to a nice, cool cup of rocket fuel. Yeah, and I have actually no idea why it's packed in the canned soda. I'm sorry. That's just weird. So let's see, what do we have here? Okay, at least the manual airlock works. Oh, it's a hydroponics bay. Okay, you don't say. Is there anything that we could interact? Okay, there is something here. Small engine. Perfect place to store it. Okay, we have something here. Oh, an abandoned tablet. By the way, guys, I actually figured out these abandoned tablets are actually how you get some new blueprints in science, but me who was actually recording this didn't know this. So it is only until the next episode where I get a chance to actually use those tablets to figure out some knowledge and advance our science. And yeah, thank you for the guys posting in the comments saying, yeah, you know, GrunfWorks Silly, you should check the abandoned tablets. That's where you get these blueprints that you're looking for, which are gating you from progressing. So, I don't see any more interactables here. I mean, I will come back for scraping later, but I'm more interested into that place over there, because to me, it sounds like there is something that we could be seeing more. So right now I'm in the looting mode, and it is actually already 4 o'clock, so 2 hours have passed. I'm reckoning that I have 2 more hours of daylight, 2 to 3, so I really want to hoof along and see if there's anything else to pick up, and then I can always revisit these locations later once I want to do the salvaging and whatnot. While commuting, I'm actually trying to keep my eye on if there are any additional bases or anything that catches my eye. Apparently it doesn't seem like it. However, you never know. I mean, for example, this base I would never see if I didn't come really close. So let's see if there's anything of interest here. Looks like two small habitats with some, you know, work platform going on. I wonder what the story of this place is. Okay. Oh, there's something that fell down here. What is that? Electronics. Oh, handy building component. Oh, looks like there's a lot of things in here. In this container. So, oh yeah. Circuit boards and food, apparently. At least looks like it. Processed food. Yes, thank you. Big circuit board. Might as well take it. Processed food. Processed food. Okay. From the perspective of the food, I think we are actually well settled. There is a couple of more. Oh, there is something. Looks like abandoned tablet. Nope, it's a steel plate. Good. Oh, there are some seeds. What are those? I might check it out later. One seed magazine. So we will be able to plant some more seeds. What else do we have here? Here look like canisters. Okay, those we might not need at the moment. Is there anything else above that might be handy to us? Oh, abandoned tablet. Wonderful. Suit power is at 75%. That's okay. I'm more worried the fact that it is 5 o'clock already. Anything else here worth noting? Oh, and I've jumped. Oh. Okay. Oh, hold on. There is something over here. Okay, and it's a first aid kit. So now let's go up this platform and actually, yeah, it's 5:30, so I think I would rather much hoof along and go back to our base because the sun is getting low and there is a real risk we might lose ourselves in the dark. After all, I only have the waypoint for this base. I don't have the waypoint for my base. So I really want to be able to see where the hell I'm going. So yeah, note to my future self, put your own base with a marker so that you can find your way back. Alright, I mean, the ATV does have lights, so it's not really such a precarious situation. However, we did a lot of exploring today, so at least we have explored east of our base. We did check the small base to the south. I think there are more bases to the south further down. Oh, new technological point. I wonder what that may be. By the way, the soundtrack in this game is really amazing. It's so relaxing. And you can notice it only when I'm not yapping. Yeah, alright. Might as well shut up and enjoy a little bit of the drive all the way to the base. I love the fact that actually the sunsets on Mars are blue, because the main composition of the atmosphere is CO2, which although it does, you know, reflect light, it also gives us a bluish glow, which is really kind of interesting. Alright, so we are getting in the Jezero crater. And by the way, huge thanks for the guy who actually wrote a little bit history of the Jezero Lake. I always thought it was a really good read. I mean, I didn't know about it, but yeah, great to see. Okay, here we are at. So this time I've decided not to make the same mistake. This time I'm gonna fill up my water bottle. So, oh, we have no power to fill the water bottle. Okay, well, I did fill it up this morning, so in theory we should be fine. Okay, forget it. Let's just go grab our ATV. We have 52% and let's go back to our base. By now, I hope that we have power for our plants so that they won't be withering and dying anytime soon. Or at least I hope so. The battery should turn the tides, but I think we will need to do some expansion because I don't think this battery is enough. It will need to be a little bit bigger battery to be able to, you know, survive the whole night. However, I think it's a good start. So let's see, how are we doing? Do we have power? Yes, we do. Okay, apparently we do have power, and that's good. How are our needs in terms of plants? Are the plants looking any better now? Oh yeah, look, and they're not even that brown anymore. 15%. Okay, so soon enough, maybe I will be able to, maybe on the next sol, or the sol after, I might be able to move them to the second location. By the way, I have ground it down because I was missing some components and it was dragging more battery than I would like, so okay. Right, and then we ran out of power, so much for the battery, yeah. Well, at least it held up some amount of time. I think I will need to upgrade it a lot in the next episode. Yeah, the capacity is currently 1.8 kilowatt, so yeah, we need to charge it a lot more. Sleep deprivation warning, and it's already 9 o'clock in the evening. Oh, beautiful. Arctur capsule. Where is the door on the capsule? Oh, there it is. Apparently closed. Weather alert. Meteor shower expected within the next 6 hours. Really? Okay, that's something new. Let's close the hatch and let's get ready for the evening tour. So now we can actually do a couple of things to review. We can take off the helmet to start with. There we go. And then let's see, what else do we have? We could actually move some of the resources. I'm actually going to put these big circuit boards inside, and of these abandoned tablets, which I didn't know what they were for, so I was just keeping them in the resources inventory. Aluminium. Yeah, we have lots of everything else, so I think we're good time-wise. Alright, so let's check a little bit of the tech tree. For electricity, we do have 1 point, and we could either go with workbench, or we could actually go with the battery pack upgrade. So when it comes to mechanics, materials, we are further along, so I'm actually thinking I might want to research a battery pack upgrade, because those will give us larger capacities during the night, which means our battery will have a lot more. Yeah, and the workbench, I want to prioritize that one because that one is gating us from something else. I don't recall exactly what. Okay, so, but the good thing is we do have all the materials that we need for the battery pack upgrade, so come next morning, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna upgrade the batteries so they have greater capacity. However, I think we're gonna do it in the next episode. Guys, like if you like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.